Hey, here we are with my regular comics video. This is what, part 3 now? And I keep a lot of my, good regular comics in this box here. It's a photo box. I have it labeled comic books. It's a really nice Star Wars photo box with Captain Phasma on it. And, quite a few in here. It's pretty full. I have those, and I have this stack here. So let's go through this stack first, and then we'll get to the box. Alright, these I picked up at Goodwill recently. They were, I think, $2 a piece. I know they were only supposed to be $1, but they are how they are. I have a couple issues. Let's see, number 2 here. They were kind of random, just in a stack of comics. And this is a random one that's from Star Wars Rebels. Forces of Destiny. It's the Hera issue. I guess they came out with other cover variants of this one. And there's other character ones too. Oops. These actually belong in another video. Haha. I'll show those later. Alright, here we are with a Dark Horse comic, Usagi Yojimbo. I don't know why I have such a hard time saying his name. But anyway, he is a character from the Ninja Turtles comics, if you don't know who he is. He's been featured in the cartoons as well. But this is one of the, regular comics based on him. And I don't know a lot of history about this character or this comic book in particular. Why it's not printed under Mirage. Was it Mirage? Yeah. Anyway. Alright, this is Nubia of the Amazons. It's basically a character from the Wonder Woman franchise, from Wonder Woman series. And, yeah, this is kind of a spin-off comic about Nubia. Okay, here we have Ninja Turtles Animated Adventures, the 2012 series comic book. I might have another one of these somewhere. But, yeah, I like this one. This is one that I picked up at our comic shop when it was still open. Alright, we have the Catwoman. Enter the Strays. I have a few Batman comics in here, by the way. That's just one of them. And here we are with another, the Joker War Batman issue. And this one was a freebie from... it was actually free at Barnes & Noble. They had a whole bunch of, free comics. I was like, are you sure that's free? Because I have the price on it. They're like, no, those are free. So, I got this one for free, somehow. It confuses me when they do, free comics, and they're not even, it's not even free comic book day or anything, and we don't even get that anymore, because we don't have a comic shop anymore, so... Yeah, it's kind of sad. I only got to go to 2 of them. Here's another Batman. As I mentioned in another one of my videos, Batman is my favorite superhero, so you're going to see a few. Here's a Harley Quinn. I got this one at Dollar Tree recently, actually. I think this is actually a brand new one that was released this year. You know, I don't know for sure. It says 2025, February 2025. 2024 edition. So, maybe it was published last year. I'm not sure. Here's another one I picked up at Dollar Tree. Another Wonder Woman. And this is another fairly new one, I believe, and a fairly new release. And yeah, these are only like $1.25 at Dollar Tree. So, and the cover price is $3.99. Alright, this is a kind of a special one. It's Batman and Spawn. I don't have any other Spawn comics. I do have the movie somewhere. If anybody remembers the 90s Spawn movie. John Leguizamo as the clown guy. Pretty funny. Pretty funny. Very inappropriate, but very funny. But, yeah, I of course, it's Batman, so I had to pick this one up. I got this one long time ago. Cover price is $3.95 on it, so that tells you how long ago this must have been. Let's see, 1994. So this one's yeah, I've had this one since high school, so it makes sense. Alright, here's a Dark Knight comic. This came with my DVD of the movie. And it's kind of a classic style comic. Like old art. And it does have like a reprint of Batman #1 in it, which I really like. I thought it was interesting that they used like the movie promo art on the cover for it to just be like a classic style comic, which I respect that, honestly, because it's like the original comics, just a reprint. I like that. Okay, here we are with Batwoman. It's the only Batwoman issue I have, I believe. From October 2014, according to the cover. Okay, here's one from Batman Day. It was a freebie from, I believe I picked this one up at GameStop. This is a GameStop exclusive. And I have an action figure that I picked up that day too. He's over on my shelf. Pretty much they were just giving these out with, if you made a purchase of any Batman items, games, whatever, they gave you one of these. And, yeah, I enjoy it very much. It's a good one. Alright, here's some older Batman comics. I've had these, oh goodness gracious, since I've had these a long time. Let me see. Yeah, I've had these since, I think somebody gave me these in high school, or I don't remember how I got these. I just know that I've had them for over 30 years now. But this one's dated like 1989, 1990. And this one, April 1992. And January 1992. And October 1991. So these are, all four of these are over 30 years old now. It's crazy. It just baffles me. Blows my mind. Alright, here's another Harley Quinn. I like how the cover was done on this, because this is how I feel every day, especially out in public. She's surrounded by all these thoughts she's having, I think. I take it. I did read this one, and yeah, it's pretty wild. And it has an advertisement for the Flash series on the CW. Gotham. Arrow. Let's see, when did I get this one? This one's not too old. Yeah, 2015. It's a good one. Oh, that's that's cute. Batman's hanging upside down. She's like, smooch. Alright, Joker's Asylum 2 series. And this is the Harley Quinn issue. This is from... Let's see if I can find a date on here anywhere at all. 2010. Alright, here is it. Oh, this one I got from Burger King. I got a couple of comics from Burger King. I got this one, and I have a Looney Tunes one somewhere. I have a whole bunch of other comics somewhere that have gone missing. I will find them. But I gathered up pretty much what I could find. I know I have more somewhere, and if I do find them, I will inform you. This one's from 2004. I don't know how many different, yeah, here's a little Hunbats. I guess they had these strange little animal creatures using their promotions for a while. Alright, here's a, let's see, DC 52, week 11. Oh, this is another Batwoman one. Okay, so I have two. See, I go so long not looking at these that I forget which ones I have. My bad. But, so I might consider selling some. I'm not sure, though. I mean, comics are pretty much phased out at this point, so I don't want to, like, get rid of them and go, I wish I still had that, you know? I get like that with things. But I like how the cover's done on this. It's got this like werewolf guy back here, and got her like, ooh, she's flying. And at first glance, this almost looks like a dude standing there with a gun for a head, but no, it's somebody holding a gun. At first glance, it looks like that to me. I don't know why. Alright, Joker's Asylum 2, Mad Hatter. Mad Hatter was actually a character in the Batman comics. And he's been in the video game, the Lego games as well. I am a huge Alice in Wonderland fan. And speaking of Alice in Wonderland, Disney Speedstorm, the video game, is actually doing a Alice in Wonderland season right now. If anybody plays that or knows about it, look it up. It looks pretty cool. There's 3 new racers. I think it's Alice, Hatter, and Red Queen are being added to the game. So that's exciting for me. So this is a fun one, because he's a very interesting character, especially in the Batman lore. He's a little different. Alright, this one's an odd one that I picked up from the comic shop. Gotham Underground. I just knew that it was a Batman comic, so I was like, hey, you know, that's a different one. I'll pick something else, something different up. I try to find different things once in a while. especially if it belongs to a series. That nice image there. That'd be a cool poster, wouldn't it? And this one is from, let's see, what year is this one? 2007. Alright, we're gonna get to the box. So I will take these out. Take them all out. All the way to the bottom. Alright. We'll put them back in it later. Alright. Start here. Kind of do this in order, right? I'll probably reorganize these and put different ones in the box. Like the older ones. This one I picked up at a thrift shop. My friend found it for me. It's, animals, cartoons. And it is from April 1987. So this is pretty old. I believe it's Rest in Power, Chadwick Boseman. This is a Chadwick Boseman Memoriam comic cover. Tragic loss, I gotta say. But, yeah, She-Hulk. This is basically what She-Hulk was supposed to be. Not what that... I don't know what that was that they did with that series. I was disappointed in it, and I'm usually pretty accepting of character changes and whatnot, but I think they did a little too much change to her character in that show, and yeah, it went south. Alright, here's a Scooby-Doo. I will drop a little hint here. I'm actually thinking about being Scooby-Doo for Halloween this year. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, here's a couple Mickey Mouse comics. I have a few here. These are from Dollar Tree. They're by Peachtree Playthings Publishing. They are official Disney's. And they come in a series. DuckTales, Frozen. I mostly collect the DuckTales and Mickey. There's another Mickey. I have like 5 or 6. Yeah, I have about 6 of them now, I think. Which is awesome. Alright, this is another random funny one. Laugh and get. It's making fun of Ninja Turtles. If you really look at the cover, it's massively making fun of Ninja Turtles. This is from 1986. It's basically like a spoof comic. It's I love how it's drawn. Art style is classic comic, fantastic. I love it. And let's see, this is Domino Chance. Roach Extraordinaire. This is from 1987. It's drawn a little differently. I like it. Alright, this is one that my friend gave me that was in her stash of zines. Because she thought I would like this one. By Jim Ball. Don't Mess with Pink Voodoo Bunny. It's basically a little storybook type comic about a voodoo bunny doll. And it's actually really funny. And I don't know if, yeah, this is 2012. And I don't know if any of this information is still active or not. Over 10 years. So, if you want to pause the screen and check out any of that information there, got the website, Etsy store, email, Jim Ball comic, or Jim Ball, I can read. Jim Coon, thank you. 8 Ball Graphics. It's Last Dollar Comics number 19. Whatever that all that is. If you're interested, you can check that out. Alright, here's a mini comic number 1 by Marvel and Wizard. And this is from 1995, I believe. Yes, I've had this long time. It's kind of a smaller comic book. I always thought it was interesting how small it was. I actually don't remember where I got it from. I just know that I've had it since high school. It might have been like a freebie that I picked up from somewhere. Alright, here's one of my last free comic book day comics that I picked up. Invader Zim. Who doesn't love Invader Zim? Got Grr. This is from 2018. So, it's not too old. Alright, here's an old Uncle Scrooge. That price, 60 cents. These I picked up from our local antique store a couple months ago. I got Donald Duck as well. I just picked out a couple. They were only asking like a couple of bucks for these. These are much older. I believe they're prints from probably the 80s, I'm thinking. I haven't really opened them to look. I just kind of picked them up because, you know. Alright, here's some DuckTales. Got 2 DuckTales here. DuckTales comics. I haven't found any more. I don't know if there are any more DuckTales comics. There's also Toy Story. I have the Mickey Mouse. You saw those. And here's a random one that I found. It's Minnie and Daisy. Their own spy power comic. And it's pretty cute because you actually have to like use this code, and there's actually things in the comic that you can like figure out different codes or something like that. From what I understand. I mean, I haven't actually investigated it yet, but yeah, this is a fun one. It's really cute. I enjoyed it. And that's another Dollar Tree pickup. Alright, here we are with another oldie but goodie. One of the original versions of Guardians of the Galaxy. I believe this might actually be the original version of them, maybe. This is from 1991. It's pretty cool. Okay, here's an Edward Scissorhands. Me being a Tim Burton fan, this was a definite pickup. I couldn't find the other ones though. This is actually part 3, and apparently there's more of these, and I have not been able to find any more of these. So I'm like, oh man, because our comic shop was very limited on what they had when they were open. That might have been one of the reasons they closed. But yeah, this was a treasure to pick up. And this one's from 2015, it looks like, according to the back. Alright, here's a Legends of Oz, TikTok, and the Kaleida. And it's got a tiger on the front. I think TikTok might actually be the tiger's name. I'm not entirely sure. Boy, that's interesting, isn't it? It's a bear with a tiger head. That's Oz for you, right? It's a fun one. Alright, apparently this is number 1 in a series that my friend found for me. I haven't found the others yet, but it's an older comic called Milton Knight's Midnight, the Rebel Skunk. And she knows I like anthro animals and all that, so she's like, oh, this is definitely for you. So I don't have any other ones yet, but I'm gonna get the others eventually. Alright, here's a Star Wars Episode 1. They did character comics, and sadly this is the only one I got. I wanted a Jar Jar Binks, because I'm a Jar Jar Binks fan. But I got Qui-Gon. I was like, oh, okay, you know. I would have been happy with Obi-Wan. I mean, they probably don't have a Jar Jar Binks one even. I don't even know if they do. I'd be happy if they did. So this is from 1999. It even has the old video game ad in it. So, it's a treasure. Alright, here is Star Wars Agents of the Empire Hard Targets. I like the cover. Got Boba Fett. Bunch of heroes. And this one's from 2013. February of 2013. Alright, here's another Dollar Tree pickup. They came out with a bunch of Star Wars comics, and I only found this one, I think. I don't think no, I found 2. I found 2 of them. Here's the other one. But, yeah, Star Wars High Republic Adventures. And there's all the covers there. I think the one I'm mainly missing is this one, the Yoda one. I have this one. I think you saw that one earlier from the first stack. I actually didn't realize I had it. That's pretty cool. And yeah, I have this one. So yeah, the only one I don't have is the Yoda. That's awesome. Good to know. It's only one I have to look for then, right? Alright, here's a free comic book day with Chewbacca and Han Solo. Classic. Nice back cover there. Here's Star Wars, just simply called Star Wars, and got Darth Vader's reflection there. Got Luke Skywalker's all determined, you know. This one is from 2020, so this one's not that old, but. Okay, this is actually just a free previews book, but it has some actual, like, strips in it. It just has, like, bits and pieces of comics and other books in it. It's from 2015. This was, like, a free pickup from the comic shop. Alright, we've got Xena Warrior Princess. Got a couple of these. I have this one. Then I have two other ones in this comic bag here. I like the cover of this one. I think out of all three covers, I think this is my favorite cover because it's got like Gabrielle and a couple other people on it. Alright, here's a... oh boy. This is a random one that I picked up because it has like a werewolf guy as the cop. But Vampirella. If you've ever read this series, it is freaking hilarious. Okay, if you're into Halloween, if you're into monsters and stuff, this is definitely worth reading. Trust me. Yeah, I've read a couple other ones, but this is the only one I have physically. Okay, this is a random one called High Impact. It is one of those, special kind of covers. It's kind of foil. It's like a foil cover. I just like the cover. My friend has one that's from the same publisher that's like a knight. A double impact. Yeah, it's I know it's a little inappropriate. I apologize, but yeah, I won't show too much of that one. But that's one of my more risque comic books, I should say, that I have. Alright, here we are with the Dollar Tree series. I guess I could say it's the Dollar Tree series. Final Faction, First Impact. I actually have the original toy line. I have like pretty much the entire collection of the first release toys from this series. And they have a YouTube channel of episodes you can watch. I think there's only 2 up so far. And so far they've only released 1 comic, first edition, and every Dollar Tree in our area that I've been to has stacks of these. So either people just aren't interested or something. I don't know what's going on, but it's a really cool series. And I really wish more people would give it a chance. And maybe they'll be able to Final Faction issue number 2, they have not actually released that yet. I don't know when they will, honestly. I don't know if they're still planning on continuing this. I don't know, because it's been a while. Alright, here's a Tomb Raider comic. I love the cover of this one. It's by Dark Horse. It's number 17. And Grim Times. Pretty sure it's all mostly digital art. And this one's from 2015. Oh, I like the back there. The wolf guy. Alright, this is another, I have two of these. These are from 1996. I've had these for a while. High school. Serena. She's like an Egyptian, I don't remember if she's actually an Egyptian princess or if she's just like a time traveler from Egypt. I'll have to read these again. But, yeah, these are pretty good. I don't know if there's any more. Alright, here's another free comic book day. Bongo Comics Free for All. It's got The Simpsons. And it's basically just all Simpsons, like, short comics. It's almost like a digest, but it's all Simpsons. And it's, you know, it is what it is. Got Krusty the Clown in there. That makes me happy. Alright, here is my old Simpsons comic. Oh, this is from Free Comic Book Day back in 2018. It's from 2018. Let's see. Bongo. See, I'm stuck on the other thing. Oh, it's because I read that. Anyway. Origins of Bart Dog. Canine Crusader. This is number 6. And this is from 1995. 30 years old. Woo! Alright, here's it from Topps Comics. Got Duckman. I don't know if any of you ever seen the Duckman cartoon from back in the 90s. It mostly aired on either MTV or USA. It says USA Network. I think some episodes aired on MTV too, though. I think at one point they were under the same umbrella. This is from 1995, so that's another one I've had a long time. Alright, another free comic book day. This one's SpongeBob. Freestyle Funnies 2014, so this one's pretty much... There it is. That's the date that I got this one. It was actually the very first comic book day I went to. So I feel good about it. I feel really good about it. Alright, here's a classic. Return of Aladdin. This is from the 90s, I know for sure. It's an oldie. I'm keeping it in the wrapper. Let's see if there's any hint at a date on the back. No, but I know. Oh, hold on. It says 1992, but that doesn't make any sense. Maybe it is. Yeah, this could be a 19. I know I've had this since 1990 something, so I feel like I got it after 1992, though, like way after. Alright, here is the official movie adaptation of Aladdin. I have the Lion King comics as well. They're in another video. I actually have those in a binder. And here's a Uncle Scrooge Free Comic Book Day comic. This is probably from either 2014 or 2018. One of the two that I went to. Alright, very last comic book, anyway. Crow of the Bear Clan. And this is another one that my friend picked up because she's like, hey, it looks like an Ewok. I'm like, it does. It sure does. And really cute. I love the artwork. I love the little bear guy. And this is from 1986. So it's probably heavily inspired by Ewoks and Star Wars. Alright guys, that'll do it for this video. Oh, this one was even longer than the last one, wasn't it? I promise the next one will be well, as you saw earlier, I accidentally had a couple of my Sonic comics in the stack, and that will be my last comic video until I find my other comic books that I have somewhere. And I will be sure and film and post that one tomorrow. Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching if you stayed with me through the whole thing, and stay tuned for more. See ya.